Hiya lovelies, or welcome if you're new here, I'm Linz. Now I wasn't actually planning on filming this, but I thought, well, I have the camera all set up and everything from a previous video I done today, so we're just going to get in with it. Basically, I bought a whole duck on one of them lovely reduced price stickers around Christmas time, and I had planned to do a video with the jewel using it, but when I got it home I quickly realised that there was no way that a whole duck was going to fit into one of the jewel drawers. So what I done is I, very carefully chopped it in half, done half, and I have the second half here, which I'm going to be doing today. But I'm going to be using the Ninja Max Pro, which is basically just a bigger drawer version of the Ninja jewel. So now I'm going to bring you down and show you what's going on. And yeah, as I said, this was quite unplanned, so we'll get there. So in this vacuum seal bag, I can link the vacuum sealer and stuff I use down below in the links if you want. If not, or if you do, shall we say, have a look down below, and where you see my Amazon favourites, you'll see that it's in there under cooking things. So we're gonna just cut him out into the bigger basket. And we're going to put it sort of the cut side down. So we just move that over to one side for a second. Make sure whenever you're using anything like this and dealing with any type of raw meat, everything's kind of clean and sanitary. So that there is my half a duck. Now on top of this, I am just going to be using some some stuck together. This was Himalayan salt and sea salt and kind of all that kind of stuff in there. Then I just have some ground black pepper. Now I'm not going to bother with any oil or anything on this, because basically if you've done duck before, you know it is a very fatty meat as it is. So we're going to come up. Now I'm just going to shove this in here for the time being. I'm going to use the roast setting. If you don't have roast setting, just use the air fryer setting. That's better, isn't it? Yeah. So we're going on to the roast setting, which is conveniently set on this machine at 190 Celsius. I'll put Fahrenheit and stuff up the top as normal. Remember, if you have the jewel and you can fit your half a duck in there, this is going to work in that as well. So just to start off with, I am giving that 10 minutes. So that's gone. Now in this bowl here, I have my cut up potatoes and some chunky carrots. So many people ask about my old one I was using, a microwave container. Now I have two sizes here. I might get away with using the small one. These are going to be linked down below in the description. They're absolutely amazing. They're really solid and well made, and I just trust them. And I've been using them now for a couple of weeks, so yeah. I am going to be doing a video on all my kind of like air fryer accessories and stuff. Technically this isn't an air fryer accessory, but it just makes life a little bit easier. This is, I do believe, the 1 litre container, and this one here is a 1.9. So I'm going to use that one today. And we're just going to throw all of our prepared veg. There was a little bit of water in there from just rinsing everything off. So that'll do. Then we're going to pop, you can add some salt and things like that if you want. We're going to pop that lid on with the vent open. And this is going to go into my microwave now for 6 minutes. And I'll come back then. Right, my lovelies, so this is my veg that's just come out of the microwave. As you can see, it's steaming away rather nicely there. What I like about this is no having to get the tea towel in with the old, if you were here before, you'll know about the old container I had for the microwave. So it's easy to take out because of this. And then you can use this just to flip up just a tiny bit to drain everything off. So as I said, I'll leave these in the description below. They've steamed off enough. There is still a little bit of moisture in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of kitchen paper and just rub that around in there to make sure we're getting some of that moisture out. As you heard there, the air fryer's just finished its 10 minutes. So that's that. Now I'm going to spray. I picked this up. The verdict's still out on it. I will link it as well down below. But if you've been here a while, you'll know for the last, I don't know, near a year that I have been doing air fryer videos. I have been just using a wee cheap reusable type bottle. Again, you'll know if you know. So we want to give them a good coat. You could go in with the semolina trick here as well if you want, but today is just one of them days where we're not doing overly too much. I'm going to go in with a wee bit of salt. Put the lid on. Just give them a good shake around to coat everything. Now, this here is the duck so far. I want to use the separate ones for this. And we're going to flip it over, hopefully. No, we're not like that anyway. I've just realised I put it in the wrong way round to start with, but it'll be fine because we're going to have to kind of move it around a bit. So I am just throwing everything in there. This is kind of one of my one pot wonders, I suppose. Now, back in. See that? Back in, back on roast, 190 again. And we're going to do 10 minutes and come back. Okay, so this has just finished its 10 minutes, it done. And we're going to pop it out. As you can see, then potatoes are taking on a lovely colour. But we're going to need to turn our duck again. And just give them spuds and carrots a wee bit of a mix around, so hopefully they're getting even. I'm not that bothered as long as they're cooked. As I said, this is a very normal sort of day-to-day video. Well, the dinner isn't, because duck's normally too expensive, but yeah. So that's that. Now back in again. Up again. On roast. And 10 minutes again. Now, if you keep fingers crossed, that should be it. But obviously we're going to give it a temperature check and things like that to check. Now we're done again. Oh, that's looking lovely. I'm going to give it a bit of a probe and see what it is. I'd like a temperature over 170. Or should we say 77? I'm getting well confused with things. So yeah, over 77 Celsius. I think that's right. If not, do you know what? I'm just going to double check that because I'm not sure. Let's see. This is just a normal day in the kitchen here. Don't forget as well, duck can be different, sort of like, how would you put it? Oh my gosh, get there in the end, Linz. Right, over 74 is what the good old search engine's telling me. No, we need another few minutes. Okay, so will I turn that again? Yeah, we'll turn it. Everything's looking fabulous in there. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it back on. Let's see. Pop it back on roast again, 190, and I am just going to do 5 minutes because it isn't that low, shall we say. Okay, this has done. Let's just give it another quick check. Turn on. Yeah. Great. Now, also another thing to remember is when you take your meat out and it's resting, it will rise. That's an awful looking view. It will rise in temperature just a wee bit. So I'm just going to leave that there. We're going to have a look at that veg. There's a serious amount of oil after coming out of that duck. So I will be, maybe I'll filter it off and see. We're just going to leave them in there just for a few minutes while I go and make up my not so famous from a jar instant gravy and do my best to serve up the duck, because I just don't know what it is. I can never seem to carve duck properly. You know, it's just one of them things. I've no problem with chicken, but whatever it is with the duck, I can't. So it's not going to look too pretty probably on a plate, but I can tell you it's going to taste fantastic. So I'll be back when I've dished up. Now, that is my finished roast duck dinner. And what I've done, just to show you, is I did cut it in half, just so you can see it is well done. Oh, excuse you. But he's having a sneeze in the background. But basically, lovelies, I am going to say save yourself a lot of time, effort, and probably money in the cooking process, and just buy duck breasts if you like them, because, you know, I love it, but my biggest thing is having to try and carve it up after it's cooked, because it's just, I don't know, it's just one of them things I can't seem to get. I can get the sort of like the breast fillet off, but when it comes to anything else, it's just a nightmare. So you'll see at the end of this video, I'll put in a picture of our 2 plates, and yeah, you can have a look then. Anyway, lovelies, once again, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget, give me the thumbs up, subscribe, it's absolutely free. And yeah, so thank you for spending time in the kitchen with me. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. We'll talk to some of these down in the comments or over on another video. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.